put it on his shoulder, and shot it 2 or 3 times, and then decided, okay.
So do you go hunting?
No,
Or is that just not your style?
Our people don't shoot ducks.
Our people.
He's a avid firearm freak, but he's also an animal lover. Yeah. So
no, I get it.
Mom will shoot anything. She'll be out back with a BB gun shooting squirrels up, picking them off the fence, huh?
That's Grandpa.
Yeah, but when Mom's at Grandpa's, what's she doing? She's grabbing the gun and picking them off the fence.
That's
Usually
funny.
our people do shoot ducks, lots of them.
So tell me about your grandpa.
Grandpa. He's probably the greatest grandpa.
I agree.
And he goes hunting at least twice a year. He goes up towards Pikes Peak, I think. And he always comes home with a giant elk. His biggest one is hanging in the living room.
There's like no room in the living room for anything because there's gigantic elk head sitting out.
Really?
Oh, man.
Yeah. And I don't know if you saw it, but he got this new piece of like cool slab of wood, and it was like, I don't know, glazed. And then he put a bunch of antelope horns on it, and it looks really cool. I don't know if you've seen it.
I haven't seen it yet.
But they were so huge, he had to put a meter stick right there, and they were like almost twice the size of that.
Wow.
Yeah, and then he just has it hanging up right there. He hasn't had like it stuck to the wall yet. It's just leaning. But I think it's really cool.
He's like every boy. If you could pick a grandpa, that's what his grandpa's like. He just does everything with. What else has he taught you?
He has taught me. When I was really young, he taught me how to shoot a bow, an arrow, and it was the smallest compound bow ever. It didn't have like crazy cool things on it, because some people call it like a high-tech bow, but it's really compound. It didn't look high-tech. It looked like you just put a string on a curved stick.
Yeah.
But I actually shot a long bow the other day with him, and that was way better. And then we brought that one out that I used to use, and he says, this one was going to have way more power. I shot it, it went, it like went 2 feet off to the side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jordan, you got to come over more, because I think you and Jordan would get along really well, because that's what he does. He spends half his day in the backyard, and he has 3 compound bows and a couple other random ones, and then every Nerf gun you could ever buy ever. And I don't know if you saw upstairs, but I've got like these. In fact, I got them down here. You just see them randomly, like they're little yellow balls all over the place.
Oh yeah, those new things are really expensive.
Yeah, I don't even know where he got it, but I mean he has it, and I've got yellow balls just all over my house. Jaundice balls.
Jaundice balls.
My older two convinced me to buy them bows, and neither one of them ever used them.
Really?
Yeah.
I got him like a little compound bow that the cheaper version, just to see if he was interested in it. And then I've got a friend named Dennis that has a daughter who is like on her way to the Olympics for archery. I mean, she's really, really good. And
Tatiana.
Yeah, Tatiana. And she came over and taught him how to shoot properly and where to place it. I mean, there's a lot to it, a lot more than you would think. I mean, the Indians were doing it all wrong, man.
I'm sorry, but the Indians live. They're still alive. What am I thinking? They lived for a while.
They lived for a long time. They used to be pretty good at that stuff. But no, so he had some professional lessons, and he actually got into it a little bit. And they gave us a target, one of those foam targets that you can stick out back. Mm-hmm. So we have to get you back into that.
Yeah, that bow's way too small for me.
There you go.
Oh,
that bow's way too small for me.
Yeah, we got to get him a bigger one.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to ask you a weird question, okay?
All right.
I want to get really real with you, okay? I want you to be honest in front of your dad. I want you to tell me one thing that you've done that you shouldn't have done that he doesn't know about it.
On the hot
he's totally setting you up.
All right.
If I promise you will not get in trouble by your dad.
Okay. Oh, dang it. He already found found out about that? I don't know.
Now you're like, hey, I really want you to come over and hang out at my house more. By the way, tell on yourself.
Right. Here's what we're going to do.
I was trying to bait him on that one and say, your dad's not going to be mad, but I didn't say nothing about your mom.
He's too busy to do anything wrong. Mom keeps him like so in line as far as like just keeping him busy. He doesn't have time to even think about messing up or doing anything. It's crazy.
That's super positive.
Yeah.
No, I mean, since you've been here, you haven't stopped smiling. And every time I've ever seen you, you're doing that. You can't even make yourself not smile.
He's kind of a happy kid.
Yeah, every time I see you, you're happy. I mean, is there anything in your life that you don't like?
Yeah.
I mean, other than your Kumar or whatever the Kuman.
That's like a cuss word in our house. Like whenever he's not doing it and we say the word Kuman, he goes like growls and gets this his eyes roll back into the back of the head. Huh.
Yeah.
Is that the only thing that you don't like in your life?
No. School isn't like the most positive thing.
It's not?
Some of the kids are just like mean and they shove people around.
Yeah, that's life.
Do you get bullied sometimes?
In first grade, I got it bad.
Yeah, but now you're kind of a badass, right?
Sort of.
Well, you're a pretty good wrestler, from what I understand.
Yeah.
And soccer, I mean, I used to play soccer up until I became 250 pounds, and then it didn't work out for me so
Not
well.
so fast anymore.
Yeah.
Chasing the ball does not seem like as much fun.
Right.
Maybe I could be a goalie.
I actually did. But no, I mean, so you're really busy in sports. I mean, so is soccer and wrestling your only sports that you do?
No, I do chess.
Chess.
I compete.
Nice.
He's good
Is
at
that
chess.
is that considered a sport?
I would say so.
I mean, I know it's like it's definitely a mind sport. I mean, you got to be smart.
I think that I don't know. Is it or would it be a game? The sport of chess or the game of chess?
It's a sport. It's not just a game. It's a sport.
I guess if you can do it professionally and get paid to do it and you compete in it, then that makes it somewhat of a sport. I don't know. I know that I'm not very good at it. He beats me. When we first started playing together, it used to be that I could, pretty much dominate him and beat him all the time. And now the games are becoming to where we have to postpone the game and be like, okay, he either beats me or I can last long enough to say, okay, it's time for Daddy to go to bed.
Well, and that's when he's laying in bed at night looking at the best way to kick your butt on the next move. So I wanted to show you this just because of the chess, and I saw this the other day, or not the other day, but 2 weeks ago on Saturday Night Live, and I literally spit out milk because it was so funny. And you'll laugh at this just because you're their chess dude. So let's see if we can get it to come through.
Mom's got this.
Of course, it's got to do the stupid ad. Thank you. I'm not going to say.
I think, wasn't it YouTube that is now like not going to do the ads anymore? I just heard something about it this
I
morning.
don't know if it's YouTube. I see a lot of the videos on Facebook now. You'll watch part of the video, and then it puts the ad smack dab in the middle and says your video will resume shortly.
Huh.
Here, turn that up real quick. Okay, to set it up, a group of guys are out there rapping and trying to be hard.
Out on the basketball court.
Yeah.
And here comes an old...
Why don't you come sit down over here, young blood?
He's sitting at a chess table, inviting the young thug to come play.
You know anything about this game?
Yeah, I've played a couple times.
But see, you don't play chess, young blood. Because chess ain't no game. It's a roadmap to navigating these streets.
What you talking about, old man?
What I mean, young blood, is you out here acting like a pawn. You see, you're running your mouth, you're swinging your fist. Pawns is all about that battle. But if you want to be the king, you got to be thinking about the war, you feel me?
Yeah, but a pawn could do some damage. So,
sure.
And then he takes his pawn.
And, every king is going to lose a few pawns when you're trying to win that war, right? But it ain't about what you lose, young blood. It's actually...
checkmate.
No!
That young one done whooped your ass.
Janice, thank you very much.
The old lady sitting on the
thing about
bench.
the king, young blood, He's a hard brother to kill. Look, he's back in the game.
Yo, I don't think those are the rules of the game, man.
He put his
They're
king
the
back
rules
on
of
the
the
on the
streets.
on the board.
Now, the king
The rules of the
sometimes
streets.
goes on the attack, right? But then sometimes,
Checkmate.
sometimes there are two kings.
he's got a troll
Oh,
doll.
man, that's a troll.
And then, you know, every king needs himself a castle.
Damn, Cyrus, that's a bishop, fool.
I know that.
Oh, you do, huh? Okay. What's this one called?
That's horse face.
Good night.
Now go and sit your ass down somewhere, Janet.
All right. Joe, but don't know what you're doing anyway.
Anyway, now this the castle. Now you see, your castle is your hitter, right? And if the castle sees some of them pawns coming at you, he's gonna do something. Oh, now why did
He's
I
not
do
even
that?
using him right.
Want to do over on that move?
You just fell with the oldest trick in the book, young blood.
No, he didn't.
Shut up! See, I got you thinking that I made a mistake, see? But what I'm really doing is...
Checkmate.
Yeah, but kings can jump.
What? Yo, I'm having trouble following what's going on here.
That's because he talking a load of...
Look here, young blood. You should really learn the lessons of this exciting new game.
New game.
Because if not, man, you gonna get played. Look
And
at that.
he's
I
taking the
won
troll and just
everything.
hitting all
I
of his
just won
pieces
everything.
over.
All right, old man. I guess I'll keep that in mind.
Cool. $20?
Excuse me, what?
$20 for my time?
He's trying to get paid.
Thank you, young blood. Thank you.
Man, let's get out of here, guys.
All right, now I finally got $100. Can you please teach me how to play this game?
All right. First rule is, ain't nobody jumping this game.
You did say that. You did say that.
I did.
There you go.
That's funny because when I play him sometimes, he's in this chess club and they compete and he plays on the competitive team for school and they go and they have so many different rules. Like I had no idea that there's different ways to play chess. They do sideways. They do two games at the same time. They do, and there's all these different, like, what is it called? The rooking? Or what was it?
Castling.
Castling. So he can take the king and the castle and exchange them and do all this stuff. So we'll be in the middle of a play and I'll get to where I've got him in a pretty good position and he'll go, oh, I'm in a castle. And then the whole game is shot. I'm like,
To your old man Keenan up there.
right. So I'm like, you have to play old school with Dad. Just the basic, no tricks, none of that stuff.
I call that checkers.
Right. That's the way to do it. That's definitely the way to do it.
So what's coming up for you next? I mean, because we got summer going on. Do you have any plans on for summer?
We're going on a trip, I think.
Yeah, we're going to go on a vacation.
Tropical. It's going to be fun.
You guys went to Florida last time, didn't you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We went to Weeki Wachee, which is Gulf side. It's like Tampa area, and stayed in one of his mom's. Her ex-boss owns a vacation home down there, so he lets us stay there for free, which is like a major hookup because it's right on a river, and the manatees swim down the river, and I mean, like literally walk out the back door. You can crab off of the dock in the back and fish, and the manatees swim by, and you kayak. We were kayaking, doing everything. What? You got a story?
Yes, I do.
What? Tell it.
Well, honestly, I can go on, but we caught our own crabs, and
That's never good.
it tasted horrible. It was horrible.
Yeah, we put out the cage and put some meat in there and everything, and we caught a bunch of blue crabs. And I don't know if you've ever had blue crabs.
Negative.
Not exactly the most delicious crab. And out of that river, in particular, that portion of the river, it's kind of murky. There's parts of that river that are very clear and like beautiful water. You can see all the way to the bottom. It gets like 15 foot deep. You just see some turtles down at the bottom and watch all the fish swim by. It's pretty amazing. But this particular part of the river, it's like murky water and yucky and all that stuff, and they just must eat like whatever's down there. And so boil them up, and we cracked them open, and there's all that black stuff in there. People in the South must know how to do it right. We obviously
we do.
Yeah. Have you done it before?
Oh, yeah.
With blue crab? What's the right way to do it?
We would go into we'd go to Biloxi, Mississippi, and go out into the Gulf, and we'd get our crabs there.
Nice.
Yeah, they're much better. We would just put chicken on a string and literally just walk. And once you feel them tug, or you watch
Just
them,
yank them right out.
Yep, pull them out of the water, get them in the net, and stick them in a bucket.
Stubborn. They won't let go of it.
Nope. No, you usually gotta crack their claw to get them to let go.
Story. Go ahead.
So, my uncle, Scrim, he told my dad we got a crab and he needed to take it out because he couldn't take the cage inside. He told him to grab him by his butt, but